Ho 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 everyone, and Merry International Guitar Month. I'm Justin Sunland from Napton Music Notes, and we're going to be looking at some more techniques today. And I think in particular today we're going to be looking at sweep picking. So kind of like with the tapping video that we released earlier, sweep picking kind of just allows to minimize all the picking movement that lets you play really crazy fast arpeggios, even smoother than before. So for example, if I was doing this D minor arpeggio here, just between my G and my high E string, you can see just with all the downstrokes there, I actually have to pick my pick right back up to do another downstroke. So the idea with sweep picking is, hey, I'm already going in the direction of the next string, right? So I'm already going down towards the B string from the G string. So I might as well just keep the pick going. So with that in mind, when you see those really crazy fast shredders that are just looping again and again and again, those fast arpeggios, kind of something like, that's really what they're doing, is they're just sweeping their pick up and down willy-nilly like that, and that just reduces a lot of the movement going on in your picking hand. And right away, I actually just did a D minor arpeggio there between the G, B, and the high E string, and basically the frets I'm using there would be 14th fret of the G string, 15th fret of the B string, 13th fret of the high E string, and then you'll actually want to hammer on to the 17th fret of the high E string as well. And then depending on what pattern you got going on there, you can just keep looping it again and again. Earlier I kind of just went back and forth, up and down like this. I'll do that again a little slower. And in order to go back down, I'm just doing a pull off from the 17th fret on the high E string to the 13th fret. And much like the tapping video, if you have lots of garbage in the mix, it's just not going to sound clear. So with that in mind, please mute your strings. In this case, you know, since I'm between the G string and the high E string, I'm just using my right hand to kind of just mute those lower strings there. The cool thing with that in mind too is with sweep picking, you can keep going. So I just did a 3-string example there. But as you get better and better, you can expand it to 4-string sweeps, to 5-string sweeps, anything that you want. So actually, here's a really popular 5-string sweep here. If I do same chord, a D minor arpeggio again, this time I'm gonna add the 17th fret on the A string, and then the 15th fret on the D string, and then all my other notes are exactly the same as before. So 14th fret of the G string, 15th fret of the B string, and then I'm doing 13th fret high E string, and then another hammer on to the 17th fret of the high E string. And this sounds like this, nice and slow. This sounds like this, really slow. This time, not so sloppy. Here we go. And now here's the same example, but a little bit faster. Here's another example of the fast version, hopefully a little less sloppy. Alright, awesome. So that's kind of sweep picking in a nutshell there. Of course, you know, there I was just doing a D minor arpeggio, but you can experiment with those 2 examples, just moving them up and down on the frets, you know, just keeping the pattern the same, and you'll have lots of really great minor sweeps. And of course, too, you can play around with the different intervals there, because even, you know, with that D minor shape, the 3-string version I was doing, if I just move that 13th fret up to the 14th fret, for example, now all of a sudden I got a D major chord, because that's the only difference, is just one note between D major and D minor. So that would look like this. And the same thing, just a little bit faster. Alright, well, thanks so much again for joining us, everyone. Hope you all have a happy International Guitar Month, and take care.